Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? NoZoupForYou here, and playing a little bit of Brawl right now. And I normally don't, and I guess the reason why is I just don't like the current format of Brawl. I miss when it was 3v3. I thought that was a lot of fun. Very, very enjoyable to play 3-on-3. The rounds were very quick. You had the propensity to do a lot more yourself than regular battles, and it feels like these current brawls are very much regular battles. You know, 9 versus 9, all tier 10s. This is nothing out of the ordinary of a random battle. I mean, let's face it, sometimes you wind up in a 9v9 battle with all tier 10s. The only difference is that you can't play aircraft carriers, which I guess is a nice thing. People probably enjoy this particular round. You've got a mix of 3 destroyers, 2 cruisers, and 4 battleships. I chose to take out the Shimakaze, and the reason why is I use these battles as a chance to play ships that I normally don't play that often or don't play a lot. And sometimes it makes me wonder why I don't play these ships anymore, because these ships are still really good. Some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. And Shimakaze, I would have to say, still holds up in random battles, in ranked gameplay, in anything. And I've kind of neglected that fact over time. This is actually the second time I've taken her out in as many weeks. The first round I had in her was once again very good. I think she is well suited to ranked gameplay, or at least these brawls. I've got the legendary mod on it, so I can spew out torpedoes a lot quicker. The only downside is it takes me a lot longer to aim those torpedo tubes, but it's not a big loss. So that's one good thing about Brawl right now, the ability to just kind of revisit ships that you once played, and I'm just slowly ambling into C right here to see what's going on. Just peeking. I'm going to turn around real quick though, and that gearing just appeared, and that was kind of my fear, so I'm going to pop smoke right now. I don't like giving up smoke that early, especially just because I run into another destroyer. But in this circumstance, I'm going to do it just because I had this island right here, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to clear it. I was a little worried about that, so I didn't want to get pinned. So I'm going to start backing up right now, because I don't know if that gearing has launched his torpedoes. I'm not sure if they're on the way right now. But while I'm concealed, I'm going to start shooting at other ships. Might as well start causing some form of damage. And that tells me I need to get out of here right now. So, didn't know that Des Moines was there. I kind of suspected he might have been. This obviously confirms it. So, I'm going to get vertical. I'm going to get vertical very fast. And I'm going to start doing my WASD hacks. Do a little honk here to get this Montana out of the way. He's kind of blocking my escape route and not allowing me to go vertical, and my torps are up again, so I'm just going to launch some in the general vicinity of this Des Moines right now and hope that some find their way home and hit him and inflict a little bit of damage to get back some of the damage he inflicted on me. But I'm going to circle around right now. I don't want to stay out of this fight, and I don't want to yield this cap that easily, because we're already down 1 cap. Doesn't look like we're going to get the other cap anytime soon. My torps are up again, and again, I love this legendary module. I absolutely love it. I love being able to get these torps up very, very quickly. And, you know, that's another good thing about the Shimakaze that I was thinking. You know, 5.6 kilometer concealment is still very, very good. I mean, it is still a very, very potent ship because of that. And you can keep a lot of ships perma-spotted, provided that you don't run into the odd Des Moines, which I kind of figured I was going to. It's just the way it is, especially in a round like this in Brawl, when people have the tendency to play a little more aggressively than normal, and sadly all my torpedoes just decided to cruise casually by the Des Moines and absolutely miss them. But I've got some more inbound, and I've got another rack that's coming up in about 30 seconds or so, so I have my chance to shoot some more at it. But again, I'm just kind of loitering back here. I'm not getting too close to the cap, because, you know, I really don't want to draw too much attention to myself, but I don't want to be so far away that my 12-kilometer torps aren't going to hit anything. And I find the 12-kilometer torps on the Shimakaze are the happy medium between range and then detectability. And detectability is the biggest thing on those torpedoes, which kind of kills it when you go with the range. So the less chance they get to get out of the way, the better things are. And I've got a more decent angle now on this Des Moines, so I'm going to launch these torps at this angle. It might be a little tougher for him to evade these since they're coming in more diagonally than they are vertically, and I kind of figured this gearing was going to be out here, and sure enough, here he is. Once again, I don't have smoke right now, so I'm kind of in trouble. I've got torps, don't have smoke. I fired torps behind him, and the reason I did that was I thought he was going to see me and all the ships I have with me and turn around and head the opposite direction, but he did not. And I don't have a lot of health left. However, I'm still firing away at him, and I'm going to launch a widespread. The reason why I'm going to do that, and there goes that Des Moines. Nice hit. I told you I thought those torps were going to be better, and they were. Reason I'm doing a widespread, he popped smoke. Don't know where he's going to be, so rather than miss small, I rather miss large and just cast a wide net and just hope he gets hit by a random torpedo, because, you know, this just kind of widens the chances, and sure enough, there it is. That middle torpedo finds home, and there he goes. And just like that, 2 ships down, and we have pretty much evened this up at this point. We have a small lead right now. So I would like to say that was all me, and it pretty much was all me. And once again, kind of highlighting just the goodness of the Shimakaze. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and keep these ships out and away from the cap, because at this point, I don't have any more radar I need to worry about. And while this does give me free reign, I don't want to sink at this point. I know that in ranked, the longer you stay alive, the more likely your team is to win. That's kind of how it is in everything. I'm a little worried about this daring over here, so I'm kind of keeping that in my sight. I'm going to block myself from him with the island just in case he decides to creep forward. But this Yamato is backing up. I'm going to try and get some torps on him, try and sink him a little bit. I am trying to cap right now. I think I have a good chance of doing it. I think the daring right now is actually indisposed. So, got free reign to get this cap, which is a good thing. We need this cap. It's a very close round still. We're only up 1 ship, but these caps are going to help right here. That Republic is still out there right now as well. So, these torps are going to try to keep them from thinking twice about moving in on the cap. And this just highlights how destroyers just straddle such a thin line, because if that gearing had sunk me and not the other way around, we probably would have lost this round. And I'm going to get some nice torp hits here on this Yamato, which is going to help my team sink this Yamato. So, only 2 hits, but still, I'll take it. I will take 2 hits because these torpedoes are very, very potent. And he's still coming in, and I don't know why he's doing that. I would have tucked tail at this point. There's a hit on the Republic right there, and I'm still firing away with my guns. And that's another thing about the Shimakaze you can't forget about. The guns on the Shimakaze are still very potent. Another torp hit on the Yamato right there, and he goes down. Sadly, I didn't get the kill for that. I feel like I deserved it, put in the work, but it's all good. No such thing as kill stealing in this game. You fire at a ship until it has no more health, because a floating ship has the potential to be a dangerous ship. So now we're going to focus on this Republic. 2 fires on them right there with that HE, and those guns I was telling you are good. I mean, they are still really, really potent. They might not fire the fastest, but you can do a lot of damage with them and start a lot of fires. And down goes that Republic. This game is now firmly in our hands. Don't think at this point I'm going to do much more damage. I think at this point I'm going to try and get this daring right here, keeping in mind that I don't have. He's just kind of sitting there. I don't know what he's doing right now, but he's just sitting there, and I'm going to take a shot at him, but he decides to move right now. So unfortunately, I am not going to sink him. Someone else is, which is all good once again. They've got 2 ships left. That's it. This round is firmly in the W column for us, so I feel like I can relax, and I'm going to head towards them, but I know by the time I get there, there's not going to be anything left for me to sink. So, you know, this is just kind of a little highlight video of around with the Shimakaze. I mean, it wasn't like it was spectacular. I mean, it was still good enough to come in first place on my team. I feel I still put some work in, some hard work, and was definitely a contributing factor to the win in this. And, you know, I like showing you my reasoning on why I do certain things every now and then for what it's worth. You know, maybe you can gain something from it, maybe not. But the Shimakaze is still viable. Still a great destroyer, despite being one of the first destroyers in the game. So, anyhow, hope y'all are doing wonderful. Got something out of this. Fun round. Might play some more brawls. I don't know. Maybe not. They're always good. They're always good to try other stuff out on. And there's that little first place victory. Take it easy. Zoop out.